Hello everyone, welcome in ar.arena channel. Today we will speak about the finishing, the layers of the wall, layer of the flooring, and how we can make the finishing and connections inside any room in Revit, in case of like normal room or bathroom. So let's start. I have here as a small example, like 4x4 room connected between two slabs. If I look here at the section, I can see here the first slab, second slab, and then the level of my finished floor. It's already like 10 centimeter. And here we will explain how we can make the finishing. The wall now just only blockwork, like 15 centimeter. So let's start. I will start first with the flooring. So if I go to the 0 level, I will duplicate this one. And let's say floor finish. And in my floor finish, I will make 3 layers. First layer, it will be my sand, and then my mortar, and then my ceramic. So I have here like 1, I can add 2. And in this case, I have something it's called like cool boundary. And this cool boundary, we will explain how we can use it once we connect the wall finish with the floor finish. But once let's put the main as a structure element, because I have here structure and substrate, I have thermal and I have finish, or I have membrane layer and structure deck. So as we can see, the structure, it will be the strongest one, and then substrate, it will be number 2. The finishing, it will be like the last strong layer. And I mean it's strong layer because when I start to connect between floor or wall, once it's a structure wall, it will exceed the connection because it's more strong. And also it will be more strong because it's between the core boundary. So as a beginning, we can start to keep the first structure element, and we can consider this structure element, it will be the sand. So I can start with sand material, and this 2 layer, I will put it up the core boundary. This one, it will be substrate, and I will make it as a mortar. In this case, we can take a copy from concrete and just name it mortar for now. And third layer, it will be my ceramic tiles. You can get from here ceramic tile. And in the ceramic tile, for the foreground, I can start to put as a model, not drafting. And let's say I will use 60 by 60 tiles, and let's make it a little bit dark. And let's put background color. Let's say it could be something like that. And my sand, I will make it as a 7 centimeter. And let's say my mortar 2 centimeter, and thickness of my porcelain or ceramic 1 centimeter. So as a total, it will be 10 centimeter floor finish. We can also see review, but we didn't say apply. Just run back and say apply. You can now see the layer of your finish. I just here this, we make it sand back again for this one. It's not save maybe. Okay, okay. So I have now my 3 layer, and also to be more clear, I can in my ceramic tile in the foreground, I can also add it as a nice color. You can see the difference. So in this case, okay. And then I will start to make my finish flooring. And click OK. If I back to my section now, I can see now how's my layer already. Let's reduce this one a little bit. How my layer is now. In my 10 centimeter space that I already put it in my finish floor level. And also, he already arranged my tiles regarding to the center of the room. But in this case, I can easily change my start of the ceramic because as the actual situation of the implementation on site cannot be in this way. So we can choose the flooring and easy align regarding to any wall. So if I align that one, you will move my alignment of the tiles regarding to the wall. And this is as a beginning because I already, once we finish and I add my other layers of the wall finishing, I need to align from the line of the finish, not from the wall bricks. But let us keep it now as it is, and let's go now to start to make my wall finish. For my wall finish, we have two choices. First choice, you can use your wall, and the same what I did in the flooring, I can add as a more layers of the finishing. But in the most of the big projects, it's not very fair because, for example, each room has a different type of the finish, and that's make me need to do more types of the wall, and it will be more headache regarding to this one. So the more easy way now it's to make the layer of the finishing for the wall alone and just join it to the main brick and do it as more finish item and brick item. So we can start to make the wall finish. First thing, I will make the same offset from here 33 and from down 10. So I will go to this level, and let's say I will make the first layer as a wall, and it will be, let's take copy and duplicate, and I make this my mortar in case of I will put layer of the ceramic, or I will put my mortar on the wall and then finishing after this by painting. So let's say I will do it this way, and I will make this one mortar layer and make sure that it's between the core boundary, because now we will explain once it's out or in the core boundary, but it will be like one layer as a mortar. And maybe in case of most of the project have painting, for example, so I can add the other layer here, and we will do this as a finishing way. So it will be up, and I will make this as a finish. My mortar now it will be as substrate, and this finish I can add it as a paint. And let's say if they have any paint material, okay, we can use this one as an example. Add my substrate material at the thickness. It's usually can be all with the finishing of the painting 2.5. centimeters, so I can here 0.024 for example, and we can add very, very small 0.001 as a layer for the paint finish, because in any case the painting it cannot show the thickness. And then I can click OK and go to make my wall base constraint. It will be level 1 but minus 0.1 until level 1 to be 0.33, and I can do it like this easily. And once I finish, I can connect by a line. And if I back now to my section, I can see now this is the two layers that I have, and then my wall now, brick wall, it's covered. We can easily make it more light color. Let's say my finish here for the surface. You can give like a small effect. And I can give here color, can be very light color. So I can see now my finishing here. This is my mortar or my plaster as I want, and this is my another layer of the paint. Now we will go to the connection of this, because in this case here I can see that it's the mistake regarding to the my continue of the plaster or mortar until the down of the level. So in this case it can be easy to move up in this one, or I can make the join between the wall and between the floor. But in this case we need to make sure that every connection regarding to this item and that item should be correct in the core boundary and in the difference between what's substrate and what the finish. And how we can start to do this? Let's say my sand and my mortar should be in the correct way regarding to the finishing, and also my ceramic need to continue until to the end of the wall, and this one need to stop in this way. So if I make just only join between this one and that one, I can see now the problem is as a detailing, my ceramic stop here and my mortar connect, no problem for that, but my ceramic stop in this area. But as a finishing way and as a implementation way, when I start to finish the flooring in any room, the floor it's already continue until to the end of the wall, and when I start to finish the room I will start the finishing until my plaster. So in this case the details now it's more correct, and after this when I put my finish level, so it will be okay in this case, and he connect my plaster and my mortar in that way. So the details now it will be more correct for the finishing. To explain more, in case if I back to this type, and in case here if I put my substrate and ceramic tile inside the core boundary, when I do this as an example, we can see now what will happen in the join detail that I did, I see it's all connect, but the only layer of this painting, it didn't connect until to the end. And the reason of this one, if I back here and click on that one, I see my finishing, it's out of the core boundary, and also it's finished. So let's say if I will take an example and put this one here down, and let's take this one and added the ceramic layer, and let's say this is finished, and I will add this one up the boundary, click OK. I see now here my painting, it's continue until the end, and he cross the ceramic. This detail, it has a mistake, but I just to explain what's the strong and how's the connection in the core boundary, and how I can, if I add all my finishing inside the core boundary, it will be more stronger. But if I put it outside the core boundary, he will put to the level 2. And when I put up to the level 2, in case of this as a finish, it cannot cross substrate or structure. The structure or substrate, he will cut this one in the joint connection. So when I back this one now, I can see now all my connection is right, but only this one as a finish still more strong the ceramic, and also this is mistake. So I come back again now here and then add my finish down inside my core boundary. So in this way it's correct and cause the painting. And of course, once I finished that one, you need to make the connection between the full wall. For example, this one is still not joined, so I need to join that one. And also, if I make a quick section in that way, we can also in section 2 very easily to make join, and in this case all the room is connect to the floor, and in this case you can repeat your alignment of the tiles from the finish. So I can align now my main line to this one, and also if this is will be my start point. Now also we can speak for the slope regarding if I have any slope in any platform. So as an example, when I back to my section, I can see this is all in one level, but actually if I have, for example, platform, I need to be like a little bit slope to the drain point. So I can do this when I choose my flooring and then modify sub elements. From this point, let's say I will move 1 centimeter down, and then he asked me to some elements it will unjoin regarding to the walls that I have. So I can say okay, unjoin this element because it's already changed the level. And when I take a section here, I can see now it can be more up, but I need it more down, not up. So in this case, I can choose this one, modify point. Here, this is minus 1 centimeter down, not up. And then if I back now to my section, I can see the problem here regarding to the sand. He make all the level minus 1 centimeter until this point, but he didn't consider that in the connection between the sand and between the slab. So to solve this problem, I need to go and check which material it will be variable for the slope. Of course, the thickness of ceramic will not change. Also, the motor I needed for the ceramic. So the only variable thickness that it can change, it will be the sand. So if I click in this one and make it as a variable one and I click OK, I will see now he already update for me the level regarding what I did. And here also I can rejoin again what he unjoined once he changed the level. So if I back here and this one, I will see clearly the rejoin of the element and the wall. So this is like a small example regarding to the levels. We can back also and check how we can make the skirting for the project. So from architect, I can model in place. I can use it with the walls in case of I need it with the calculation of the wall. And let's say this is skirting will be. And it will be as a sweep. So I can sketch my path, and in this case it will be inside the painting finish. And then I can make my profile, or I create one. Let's say if I have if I need to select any profile as a sample one, and I go to the section to see exact my profile how it looks to be. And I think most of them it will be not useful, so I can sketch my profile, and let's say I will start to make my profile 10 centimeter, and let's give it any shape as an example. And we can make this as an arc. And like more detail here if we need to. So we can add it like this as a quick example and click OK. Everything is finished. So, OK, once I did this one and he make for me the shape, before I click the finish of the main sweep, I can from here change the material and I can edit, for example, if it's like PVC, flexible material, and then click OK. Let's save it. So I can see here connect this one, but still my wall finish down the skirting. So I think if I just click join, he will now cut the whole finish until the skirting, and I can do it also in the other one. Join this one to that one. And let's see here. In the join, he put in this case the skirting inside out, so we can even have another easy solution. It's okay, so I can from this one change the level of the changing to the level of this finish, and to change the level of this finish I can now not include it in this layer, and I can delete it from here in case of more accurate of that detail. And then I will make another layer of the finishing, and this layer it will be up, and here I need just edit. I see like a little bit move this one for the sketch. For the editing the sweep I have here changing for the thickness, even for the motor according to the move after I remove my layer of the finishing. So if we do it quickly, I can hide this one now. And to make sure of my alignment of the motor and the wall, because there's a small little bit difference, I can here align. And this regarding to what happened once I remove the finished layer of the paint. That's why I prefer always to do the finishing separately. And then I can come back now my isolation, and here the detail, I think it will be correct. Once I finish this one, I will make another quick layer of the painting as a wall. I can use this one and make this as a painting. And from here I can point to one and add my paint finish. That's okay. Wall, tick, okay. And for the base offset now, it will be 10 centimeter up, and the top offset the same. And I can now choose from here. I want to make face exterior. And just finalize all my connection. And when I come back now to the section tool, I can see now the closing is perfect with that skirting. And then in here, when I check my 3D, if I make my section box, I think I can see now all the details is correct. And how my motor, how my finish, how my skirting, and then my ceramic all connected in the right way. I hope this one it can be useful as I explain how I can make my connection correctly in the drawing, and also how it can will affect for the motor cluster after I joining regarding to my BQ, how I can make my skirting correctly inside the motor and outside my painting finish. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe our channel on YouTube and follow our Instagram page ar.arena design, and see you in another videos.